Hello and welcome to the third episode of Crypto Weekly, a series in which we discuss the major cryptocurrency events of the past week and their impact on markets. Now, real quickly, I want to apologize that this episode is being released later than usual. I've been busy with work and a number of other things. I hope you can forgive me. Let's get started. So, as usual, I like to start off with the movements in the major cryptocurrencies, and you can see that across the board, all of them are down 10% or more for the week, with the exception of Ripple. Now, there was only one movement in the major cryptocurrencies, and that is Dash replaced NEM at 6th place on CoinMarketCap.com. And then there's also a second movement here that you can't actually see, which is between Ethereum Classic and NEO. There's now Omisigo in that place at around 11th, I believe, on CoinMarketCap.com at this moment. However, I'm not going to change this list. It's just supposed to be a benchmark for the market, and you can see here that it does its purpose just fine. The entire market is down, and the question is why? Is it really a question, though? You know already, right? It's China. They started off the week by banning ICOs. I included that in the previous Crypto Weekly, and it had just happened when I reported it last, so there's some information that has popped up since then, and we'll discuss that in a moment here. The second major news event for this particular week was there were these rumors or reports that basically China is going to ban all cryptocurrency trading, so not just ICOs, not just tokens trading on exchanges, not just the possibility of raising funding for a developing team that has a roadmap and so forth, but the actual Bitcoin exchanges, OKCoin, BTC China, so on and so forth, which would cut a lot of funding out or a lot of volume out of the market, which has caused this decline that you see here. So this article on CoinDesk is one of the first articles that talked about the outlaws on ICOs. And the major concern for investors with this is that we're going to have less visibility from institutional investors as they sort of fear the market. There's going to be increased regulatory risk, which also causes institutional investors to be a little bit more cautious. And there's this possibility that the SEC follows suit from China and we see them take a more aggressive stance on ICOs. We know that they put the industry on notice last month with their comments on the DAO, so it is important to note that that is a very real possibility. Later in the week, BoxMining was able to report this story where basically a Chinese official said on CCTV 13 that they will be considering introducing licensing for ICOs, therefore the ban is just temporary. As a result of this, we sort of saw a relief in the market and people started relaxing a little bit, and then this report came in. Now this report comes from a Chinese media company that basically said that China was going to ban all cryptocurrency trading. That means that essentially you're not going to be able to exchange fiat currencies for cryptocurrencies. You're not going to be able to exchange cryptocurrencies for cryptocurrencies. It's not just limited to ICO tokens. However, this is just a rumor at this point. But there was a lot of fuel added to the fire when two more reports came on later in the week by the Wall Street Journal, if this will load for a second here. So this report came out on the morning of September 11th, and everybody was freaking out. Everybody was saying how this is fake news, so on and so forth, including myself, because it's being reported as if it's a fact, and it is still a rumor. And they actually edited this article to say, according to people familiar with the matter, which was not really included in the initial writing of this particular article. So that's one thing to note. I've sort of been keeping up with the edits that they make to this article, and they've been backing off on their stance, yet they still have kept this title, which is really interesting to me because they're reporting a rumor as if it's fact. And the other thing that's different here is that they originally intended for it to be included in the Monday paper, and then they changed that to say that it was going to be in the Tuesday paper. So that's the other thing to note, is that we might see some downside from that when it gets reported tomorrow, or when people get the paper tomorrow. And then lastly here, there was also this Bloomberg article that added to the fire where they also said that China was going to ban exchanges, Bitcoin exchanges, and only allow over-the-counter trading. Because basically you can't stop over-the-counter trading. You can't stop private trades between two different individuals who meet face-to-face. However, I want to point out here that this particular title also originally said that they were going to ban Bitcoin exchanges outright. Another article that was very assertive about its position and then later got edited and the stance was backed off a little bit. I would encourage you all to keep up to date using CryptoWatch, paying attention to what the price of Bitcoin is and the movement over the past 24 hours for some of the major Chinese exchanges. It lists all three of them right here, so I would just keep a close eye on them. If we start seeing those crater, then we know that perhaps there was an announcement made or maybe some insider trading going on, so just keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, leave me a like, subscription, and comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Crypto Weekly.